Get ready, Steeler Nation, for updates that are surprising everyone. We're about to reveal strategic moves being discussed behind the scenes that could be game changers for our squad in black and gold. The Steelers are making an aggressive push to trade for wide receivers. And that's not all. Did you see what Daniel Jeremiah said about the Steelers' movements in the draft? Let's go. Daniel Jeremiah, a well-known NFL draft expert, recently shared his insights on what he thinks the Pittsburgh Steelers should do in the upcoming 2024 NFL Draft. He highlighted the Steelers' pressing needs, particularly at center and wide receiver, suggesting that these positions should be a priority for the team. Jeremiah believes that while the Steelers should focus on filling specific gaps, they also have the flexibility to choose the best player available due to the variety of needs they have. This approach can help them be more strategic in how they build their roster. They need to get some immediate production, especially from the quarterback, whether that's Russell Wilson or Justin Fields. That's going to be key for their success, he explained. He emphasized that the Steelers are poised to win now, not just build for the future. They want to run the football and strengthen their offensive line, Jeremiah said, noting that improvements to the offensive line last year were steps in the right direction. The team is expected to continue enhancing this area in the draft. Jeremiah also touched on the possibility of the Steelers trading down in the draft for the first time since 2001, which could allow them to address multiple needs, such as wide receiver, center, offensive tackle, and slot cornerback. These positions are crucial for filling out their roster effectively. Overall, Jeremiah's perspective is that the Steelers have a clear idea of what they need to do in the draft. Focus on immediate impact players who can fill the most critical gaps in their lineup. This strategy is essential for the Steelers as they look to build a team capable of competing right away, rather than focusing solely on future prospects. Now, another twist that could be a real surprise. There are rumors of negotiations that could bring new lights to the field and strengthen our offensive line like never before. A possible surprising turn of events in our hiring season. The Pittsburgh Steelers are making bold moves this NFL offseason to shake up their offense under new offensive coordinator Arthur Smith. With a completely overhauled quarterback lineup, they're bringing in some fresh faces. Kenny Pickett has been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. Mitchell Trubisky has joined the Buffalo Bills, and Mason Rudolph signed with the Tennessee Titans. Stepping in are Russell Wilson, freshly signed after his release from the Denver Broncos, and Justin Fields, who the Steelers snagged in a trade with the Chicago Bears. This major quarterback shuffle isn't the only change. The Steelers also traded away wide receiver Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers, leaving a significant gap in their receiving core. Though the Steelers have added receivers like Quez Watkins, Cordarrelle Patterson, and Van Jefferson, there's still a notable void that needs filling. Many thought the Steelers would address this through the 2024 NFL Draft, but now it seems they have their sights set on a more dramatic approach. According to a report from ML Football on X via the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, the Steelers are actively pursuing a trade for San Francisco 49ers Brandon Aiyuk. Aiyuk, currently in discussions for a substantial contract extension, has reportedly expressed interest in a trade. While Aiyuk's agent has denied any official trade request, Aiyuk's name has been floating around in trade discussions. Teams in need of a wide receiver have reached out to the 49ers, though no formal negotiations have taken place yet. Despite this, the Steelers remain optimistic about their chances of securing Aiyuk in a trade. Acquiring Aiyuk would significantly boost their receiving lineup, pairing him with George Pickens to form a potent duo for Wilson and Fields to target in the passing game. And so we end today's news. Don't be left out of the conversation. Tell us what you think in the comments and subscribe so you don't miss a single behind-the-scenes look at our beloved team. Make that smart click and be part of the Steeler Nation that never sleeps on point. Strength and faith. Let's go to glory.